welcome back to my channel. It's Yalon, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about how I started my natural hair care line, or kind of like my story and journey of it, or how to start one. Just my take on it, my experience, because I get a lot of questions about like how to start, how'd you learn how to formulate, things like that. So I'll be discussing that in this video. So if you're not already subscribed to my channel, go ahead, hit the subscribe button, turn on my post notifications so you are aware when I post, and let's get into it. Okay, so if you guys didn't know, I do have a degree in business. So while I was in college, I kind of knew like towards my last year that I wanted to do some sort of a hair care thing, because you guys know for years I've been on YouTube just documenting my hair journey. I started off by showing that I had psoriasis, I was losing my hair, was thinning and things like that, and I really wanted to regrow my hair. You know, hair can be kind of like a part of our confidence and stuff, and I just hated how short and thin my hair had gotten because I used to have long thick hair. So it was one of those things where I was like, yeah, I think I'm going to take the natural hair route, because for me at like 18 years old, I knew when I graduated high school, like either I'm going to shave my whole head off and and wear wigs because of the psoriasis, or I'm going to try this natural hair route and see where it takes me. And I decided to do the natural hair route, and the rest was history, because you guys know with natural hair I'm able to wet my hair more, scalp gets more moisture and stuff like that, because in high school my hair was always straight, it always had heat on it, and heat dries out your scalp even more, makes it worse. Anyways, long story short, so that's my background on why I started natural hair care, because I was into it already. I already had a passion for it. I already was documenting my hair growth journey, you know. So in that journey I learned that I love natural ingredients. I love ingredients that actually do something for your hair. I don't like brands, no shade, but like Camp2, because that's what I started out using in my hair growth journey. Brands like that don't really have any benefits for your hair, and that's why they're so cheap and they're filled with chemicals and stuff like that. It doesn't really do too much for you. So I always loved brands like Shea Moisture, Yalon Naturals, because they were natural brands with good ingredients that actually did something for your hair. So anyways, I knew in college for sure the first product I wanted to do was some type of hair growth oil. I was always obsessed with hair growth oils. I've used them all throughout my hair journey of growing my hair. I've used the Main Choice, Yalon Naturals, all these different brands, hair growth oils. That's one of my favorite things. And plus, oiling my scalp was always important to me, especially with scalp psoriasis. So yeah, I just knew I wanted to start there, like a hair growth oil. So I always had this idea in the back of my mind, like, okay, a hair care line. And then when I graduated college, I did nothing with it. I was still carrying on, just creating hair care videos, and I was a brand ambassador for so many different brands. I was a brand ambassador for Shea Moisture, Yalon Naturals, Taylor Beauty. Like, so many brands have sent me products. I've worked with so many brands being an influencer, so I kind of lost sight of my vision to create my own products. You know, I was so focused on being a full-time influencer that I wasn't thinking about my own business anymore. But it was still kind of there in my mind, like, I want to work for myself, I want to do something, you know. So anyways, like, I had a supervisor at my job, and he would always ask me like just stuff about what I wanted to do, and I remember mentioning to him like I want to have a hair care line. So when I mentioned that to him, literally every time I turned around, like every month, he would ask me like, how's it going? Are you working on it? And I'd just be like, and realizing like, you're doing nothing to work towards this hair care line. You're literally just becoming one of those people that talk about they want to do something, but you're not doing it. And I'm really not one of those kind of people. So I was like, let me be serious and just start the process. Starting is the hardest part for a lot of people. Just starting to do the research, starting to figure out what you want. So I didn't want to stress myself out too much. I knew I wanted a hair growth oil, and I had a pretty good idea of what ingredients I wanted in it, because throughout my whole 5 years or so of trying different brands and trying different ingredients, I pretty much know what my hair likes and what helps my hair to grow. So I was like, okay, I'm going to concoct this hair growth oil and start there and figure this whole thing out. So I had to figure out a name. I really didn't want Lavish Curls as the name. I still to this day can't think of any other name I would want for my brand. Like it was going to be Miss Shayelle Beauty, which is my middle name, but I'm so sorry, it sounded too much like niche beauty to me. Like I didn't want people getting our brands confused, so I was like, I don't want to do this. And people already butcher my name so much, like my first name, middle name, everything. People always mess my name up. So I was like, I don't even want this tied to my name really. I was like, I want something very simple, very basic that people can say and know. So I was just like, we're gonna just do Lavish Curls, because I really wanted this to be like an affordable luxury brand. Like I wanted people to feel luxurious using my products. I wanted it to be good quality, but at an affordable price. So I had to come up with my name, and then also I started working on a logo, just kind of drawing it out first and kind of get an idea of what I wanted to look like. And then I started researching fonts. I knew I wanted some type of cursive font, so I went on, I think, thefont.com. I was just looking at different cursive fonts until I saw one that I really liked, and I was playing around with it, playing around with, do I want Lavish Curls together or like up here and then curls is down under? You know, I just started playing around with a lot of different things until I created a logo for it. And then also from there, I was just, you know, playing around with the hair growth oil. Originally it was supposed to be 4 ounces, and then I was doing research, and there's people that do 4-ounce hair growth oils, but then I saw a lot of hair growth oils that were just 2 ounces. So I said, okay, I'm gonna just go with this 2-ounce bottle. And then I was researching price points. So like, where's the average price point that people put this oil at? And I saw $20. So I was like, okay, with the ingredients I'm using, since it's gonna be great, amazing quality ingredients, I can put this, who in the world is texting me? I can put this at $20 because I know I'm using good quality stuff. I'm not using no BS. So I was like, I'm gonna put this at $20, and that's what it's gonna be. Okay, so a lot went into this, guys, but having that like person at my job always asking me like, are you working on this? Are you like, how's it going? The thing is, when somebody keeps asking you how something's going, you haven't done nothing, you'll low-key start to become embarrassed. But then when he started to ask me like, how's it going, I was excited, like, oh, I've been working on this, that, like, and then it became fun to really work on my business, because it's like once I started, I couldn't stop. Like I was like, wait, you really love this. So then I started researching like what bottles I wanted. So at first I was going to do my glass dropper bottles, and then I changed my mind and went with plastic with the twist top, and I regretted it, but I sold all 100 of those twist top bottles and switched to glass bottles, because this generation and people, that's very aesthetically pleasing. People love those glass droppers. So after I sold those 100 bottles, I switched to the glass droppers, and I've been happy ever since. Like it just fits the brand more and that luxury feel that I was going for. So anyways, yeah, it just took a lot of research. And then also I remember being at my job, and this substitute teacher was talking to me because I worked with kids and stuff. So there was a sub at the job, hold on, sorry if I was out of focus. There was a sub at the job, and we were talking, and I was telling her about like, yeah, I'm going to start this hair care line and all this stuff. And I was telling her I'm just in the decision process of deciding if I want to sell on Etsy or if I want to sell on Shopify, because like those were two kind of like big platforms. But I decided not to go with Etsy, because with Etsy you're kind of in competition with everybody. Like it's not your own set website. And I was like, you know what, I can afford $29.99 a month. I'm going to go with Shopify. And plus Shopify gives you analytics, it gives you reports, it gives you everything that Etsy cannot give you, because it's not like a legit website where it's going to give you all this information that you need in terms of your sales and email list and all this other stuff. So I went with Shopify, and I'm glad I did, because that's what all the big brands use and everything. So I was like, you know what, with Lavish Curls I'm going big or not at all. So I decided to go with Shopify, and I'm glad I did. I gave myself like a few days to create the website. I did it so fast and stressed myself out, but I'm one of those people, I'll just push myself. Like, everything does not have to be perfect right away, but if you keep waiting and waiting and waiting, you'll notice years will go by and you've done nothing you said you were going to do. So I'm like always happy I had that supervisor ask me like, how's your brand going, you know? He would be surprised to know now, like, I do this full time. This is full time my job. Selling products and stuff is amazing, and I've been in business for a little over a year now. So shocking, because I launched Lavish Curls February 2020 during a pandemic, basically a month before it hit. So yeah, a lot goes into it. A lot of researching, just hours of deciding where you can get the most affordable products, sourcing ingredients. I watch so many entrepreneur live videos. I follow so many entrepreneurs because it keeps me motivated, it keeps me focused. I know what's going on currently, and just able to get an idea of like where to get stuff affordable. Like, you can go on YouTube and type in like where to get ingredients for my brand, and videos come up, and there's people that share like their wholesale supplies list. I don't like to do that because when too many people know, it's harder to get your stuff. So a lot of people do ask me like, where do you get ingredients and stuff? I don't answer those questions because once too many people know, it's harder to get that stuff. Like, it sells out faster and it makes it harder for your business. Because if you notice, the big brands, they don't disclose that information, but small business owners, I know we tend to want to help each other a lot, but some information we gotta keep quiet, or you cannot find that stuff as easy anymore. So yeah, it just took a lot of research. I had to make sure I got the most pure ingredients for the brand. So I had to go through researching different websites, comparing price points, because at the end of the day, I want to make a profit, but I had to also make sure I was putting in the quality that I wanted for the brand. And then so yeah, I figured out I wanted Shopify. So much went on in this time because I was just launching the hair growth oil. What else happened? A week after I launched Lavish Curls, I did go get my LLC, because then I started getting scared. I was like, I don't want nobody to steal my brand or anything. So I did get an LLC, because all natural hair brands, like, well, not all, but the mass majority are LLCs, because, you know, our customers are putting ingredients in their hair and all this crazy stuff. You just want to be protected. So I researched what kind of company all the natural hair brands are, like the big ones and stuff like that, and they are LLCs to be protected. And I even saw a lot of this other small business owners that had LLCs as well for their natural hair care lines and stuff. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna get the LLC and just do that. So I did that like a week after launch, got approved for it in like 3 days. So I did that, and then also to make sure that I own my like website domain, I did go on GoDaddy.com. I have a video on that. I only paid 99 cents for my domain, just to make sure I have Lavish Curls Beauty. Like, that's my website. Nobody else can use lavishcurlsbeauty.com. So I did that because Shopify will give you like a standard domain and it does not look professional at all. So I wanted, once again, to go with the professional route for my business, and so I made sure I got a domain before I launched the actual website. So that took research as well. Also researching, what was it, the virtual business address, because when I ship out orders, I did not want my real address showing, and I get always a million questions on that video. It just depends on the type of business that you're running. I run a business where I don't need it to say my address. I just need basically a fake address, which is a virtual address. It's a real address, you can go there, but I just need to pay for an address that's not mine, and I only pay $10 a month for that virtual address, and I can use it when I'm shipping out orders so that nobody's coming to my house or looking for me. And then also I get the question of like, what happens if packages are sent there, they will notify you. ipostal.com will notify you, and you can have it shipped to your real address, so you don't have to worry about any of that. Like, I get that question a million times, and I was like, I cannot answer this question a million times. And that's when I tell people you need to do your own further research. Being a business owner, it's a lot of research over and over and over again. When you're working on your business, when you're sourcing supplies, just everything just takes a lot of research. But I definitely recommend people to just dive in. Don't wait until everything's perfect, because you will really be waiting forever to start your business. Like, I've heard some people say, like, I know Melanin Hair Care, Whitney, she said she took like 6 years to launch her business, and I remember that discouraged me at first. I was like, this is gonna take 6 years? And then I was like, I'm gonna do my own research and figure this out. And it didn't take me 6 years, but I was like, you know what, everybody's journey is different as well, and you just gotta dive in and figure out like what's gonna work best for you, and just researching. So yeah, I did that first product, which was the hair growth oil, and from there I did the second product, which was the mango moisture twisting growth butter. I did research on that. I went on YouTube and basically just figured out how to make hair butter. I did not know at all. I just knew like kind of like basic ingredients, but I didn't know how to actually make it. And I know a lot of people do the whole melting the butters first and oil together, and then they freeze it and then they whip it. There's so many different methods, and I tried out different methods, and I tried out different formulas and stuff to figure out what worked best for me. There's a girl on YouTube, her name is Yaya. I highly recommend her. And then there's also a girl, I believe her name is Whole Elise. I learned to formulate from them. I always get the question, how do you learn how to formulate? YouTube, like everything is online. You can even like Google it, and you'll just see different people formulating and teaching you how to preserve your ingredients and things like that. It's all on the internet. Like, you do not need to be stressed out and taking forever to learn these things. Like, it's on the internet. You get to visually see these people creating and doing this stuff, and it's free. Just go on YouTube, because I get that question so much, like how to formulate. Like, there's so many like hair butter videos on YouTube, and pretty much everybody uses the same measurements. It's just different ingredients. So that's really how I learned how to formulate. It's same measurements, pretty much, different ingredients. And then once you play around and add the ingredients in that you want for your products, you will play around with measurements to see kind of like, oh, do I want more of this oil or less of that oil, more butter, less butter? Because with hair butter, if you don't want it too oily, you're going to use less oils in it. But if you want like a more oily consistency, you're going to use less butter. I did too much oil in the beginning. I was like, I don't like this consistency of my product. So then I started adding less oil, more butter, to get it to the consistency and texture that I wanted for my product. So it's going to be a lot of trial and error and playing around with the recipes and stuff like that. But if you want basic formulations, just go on YouTube, search what you're looking for. And a lot of the girls too in these videos, like, open the description box, they will have it listed out, like the ingredients, the measurements and stuff, and then you just play around with it. So like, I know personally, if I'm making a hair butter, I'm going to do like a certain amount of butter, so probably like a cup of butter, 8 ounces, since I use 8-ounce jars. And then I'm going to add in the amount or ounces of each one of my oils. I play around with it to get to a certain certain formula of what I want. And it's the same with deep conditioner. It's the same with like my aloe and fenugreek leave-in growth spreads. There's a million aloe and fenugreek growth spreads tutorials on YouTube. That's where I got the idea from. I saw aloe and fenugreek and I was like, oh, this would make a great growth spray, but it does not have my growth ingredients in it. It has the basic formula of aloe and fenugreek, but it doesn't have my growth oil blend that I use. I didn't see anybody using my growth oil blend, because that's a blend that I created myself. So I took that and I was like, this product would be even more amazing if it just had this blend. Same for like every hair brand I know. Like, everybody pretty much has a hair butter, but it's tweaked to their own personal liking. So of course, once again, since it's in my hair growth collection, I tweak it and put my blend of hair growth oils in it. And then also I see a lot of people that will do usually just shea butter or just mango butter for their hair butter. Mine has shea and mango butter in it, so you do it to however you like it. You find the basic formula and then you create it to be your own, you know. So that's how I learned how to formulate. I learned how to make deep conditioner again from Yaya. What else? African black soap as well. It basically has a basic formulation, and then you just add in whatever oils you want. It's like very, very simple. That's why a lot of people do it yourself. Hair care and skincare. There's a lot of people that don't even go buy hair care products because they're like, I can make this at home myself. You know, it's not a difficult thing once you watch videos and learn how to preserve and everything like that. So yeah, pretty simple. It can get a little complicated because you do want to get that perfect texture and consistency, but overall it's pretty much fun. It feels like you're cooking because that's what you're using. You're using pots and spoons and measurement cups. It feels like you're cooking, honestly. So it's pretty fun if you do like to cook. So I had fun with it, and then just launching product after product, writing product descriptions. I did a lot of research. I also I forgot what it was called. I think it's called Boss Divas. You can go to Boss Divas on Instagram. It's this woman, and she creates like all these different business and marketing courses tailored to your needs. So you can go on there and look and see like what is it that you want to learn for business. Buy one of her courses or something, and she'll walk you through things. Because a lot of stuff that I learned in college I couldn't apply to my business, because a lot of stuff they teach you in college, well, for me, was outdated. And the world is moving so fast with social media and technology and stuff. That stuff is changing so fast. Like, we're in the generation of brands using influencers to promote a product. Before, it used to be mostly focused on celebrities, but now people use, you know, TikTokers and influencers. That's why a lot of people are shocked, like, why do influencers make money? Because we're able to influence you to buy something, and we bring in sales for that brand. So like, that's what I do personally, and so now I do it with my brand. You know, I look for influencers and people that are already in this niche, because they're going to bring me in sales. I don't have to go to the celebrity to do this promoting. And then promotion is so free these days because of Instagram. Your access to so many people, you know, you have access to so many people that you don't have to pay to promote anymore, really. There's still people that run Facebook ads, but for me, I barely paid any promotion for my stuff. Like, I think I paid last year like $20 because I did like the Instagram ads boost. But other than that, I haven't even ran any Facebook ads yet, and I already know once I learn like the Facebook ads, the business is gonna go to a whole nother level because I can reach so many more people. But the point I'm at right now is already reaching people through just Instagram. But so yeah, so I think I kind of covered everything in like my story of how I started a brand. It really was just having that one person be like, how's it going, like all the time to me. That really just pushed me to be like, okay, you need to get serious and start working on this business like you say you want. And then just researching, like finding where to buy wholesale oils, ingredients, all that stuff, because the website, the supplier you use at first won't always be the supplier you use, because you might find a better one. But try to do as much research as possible and just get started with your business. Just start. Make sure you do start an Instagram business page for your Instagram as well. I made sure I did that. I started building it up like a month or two before even releasing Lavish Curls. I would just kind of post pictures of girls with their natural hair and just like hair advice, tips and stuff, and that's how I started building the page. And then also promoting it on my YouTube channel and letting people know I'm releasing a business sometime in 2020, and go follow. You know, always promoting yourself. Don't be scared to promote yourself. If you're scared to promote yourself, you're not going to get anywhere. So just promote your business, promote it everywhere. Let people know, because somebody is watching, even if you feel like nobody's watching just because you didn't get likes or something. People are definitely watching you, and they know you're serious about your business. based off of how much you post and tell people about it. But yeah guys, that was pretty much my story, and from there I've just been continuously growing Lavish Curls, creating new products. I have a new product line I want to launch next month. By the time you guys see this, it probably will be April, so probably this month I have a collection of products I want to release, hopefully by the end of April. I am formulating and I am learning. Right now I'm in the learning process, so it's taking a little longer. This line is a little harder to formulate, but once I get it, it's gonna be bomb. So yeah guys, I hope you all enjoyed this video. I don't like long-winded videos, but this is a longer video because it's me telling my story. But I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to start that business, start researching. The hardest part is to start, so just start. And when you start, keep going. And once you notice that you keep going, just know that you're passionate about it and this is for you. Because if you keep feeling like, if you keep stopping and taking these long breaks, just know there's no passion there. But when you have passion, you're going to want to go, and it's going to be nonstop. It's going to be something you can't control. Like, you're going to want to continuously do it. Like, it's going to be hard to step away from it. It's going to be hard to stop. Like, you will be up late night researching because you're so passionate about this and creating whatever it is that you want to create. You're going to have so much passion that it keeps you going. But if you notice it's something that can't keep you going and you don't feel the urge to want to research and stuff, then it's probably not for you, honestly. Because passionate people, you're going to feel a consistent urge to do what it is that you love. It's the same thing for YouTube for me. Like, when people ask like, how are you so consistent? It's a passion, it's an urge to get on camera, create, and do what I do, you know. So yeah, I'm done talking. Bye guys.